I'm such a hipster that I was a hot girl before it was summer. Hi, I'm Ariel Italic.
I'm DJ Fuck Nightwing.
And we're here again with Rachel Millman, and you're watching Nobody's Watching Wrestling.
Hello.
We watched SummerSlam, which means that I needed my adult Capri Sun to get through it. Match 1 is NATALYA versus Becky Lynch. We should start with outfits because NATALYA is wearing that fucking coat.
I loved it.
So good.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I was really worried.
I was really nervous. Every time I like gear now, I'm like, oh, am I wrong after I've been on this show? And I really liked her gear.
You know, taste is subjective, except we're always right. So don't worry about it.
No, I really enjoyed I liked how hers and Becky's gear was kind of cohesive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. I thought that made it sort of like a mutual respect match. More
Sure.
So.
I was impressed by how ornate and detailed and also oversized and bulky and weirdly avant-garde that entrance jacket was.
Oh, and mirrored, it was perfect. Everyone should be wearing shit like that. But yeah, they both did have a sleek black thing. They both had some sort of studding available. They both had a braid going through their hair.
Yeah.
They both looked really good.
They both looked amazing. I will say specifically, NATALYA has the exact shade of contour that I wish that I could find in a store.
Oh, just tweet at her.
It's just perfect. NATALYA, what is your contour product? And it's blended flawlessly, it's just right.
I do have to say that NATALYA, TRISH Stratus, and Charlotte Flair are slowly morphing into the same person with all their plastic surgeries.
Fine with all three of them.
Yeah, no, they all look great together.
They look incredible, but I see the line that you're going through. NATALYA's kind of the middle mark, I think, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're all gonna Genesis P-orage each other. And
I love it. I love that so much.
I just can't wait to see how Austin Theory fits into their Juvederm line.
Time will
Have you seen
tell.
those lips?
I'm gonna think about that for a little bit.
Think about it at home. Google it.
They're Juvederm lips.
Let's talk about the match, which was very exciting.
I loved it.
I thought it was a great opener that the rest of the show didn't deserve.
Correct. Yeah, it felt downhill from there.
I know that they kind of have to introduce the denouement of the year of Becky, so it makes sense of the placement of it on the card, but it was oh, this is gonna be good, exciting, and hard hitting, and then I forgot it was WWE.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It was also probably NATALYA is always very good, but this was you could tell she was more motivated or something. She was really giving her all in
you
a way.
could tell she didn't know about Sasha the next day.
I wonder if Sasha knew about Sasha the next day. Did you read all that shit about Vince ripping up scripts an hour before the show?
No, but none of that surprises me.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I feel like every NATALYA match, I part of the story that NATALYA is telling me as a half smark at this point is I want to fucking push.
Yeah.
And that is always part of the NATALYA story, and she really sold it to me beautifully this time.
Yeah.
And she deserves it. I was not optimistic going in because submission match sounds to me like I'm going to watch a lot of lying on the ground doing nothing, but they made it really exciting regardless.
Yeah.
I did have the question watching it, have wrestlers ever farted on each other?
Oh,
Totally.
Constantly.
What a stupid question.
Isn't there one who shit under the ring?
Probably.
There's one guy who talked about shitting under the ring. I don't remember who. You have dignity despite that. But yeah, no, they must fart on each other
all the
nonstop.
time.
I just couldn't stop thinking about it. There was so much butt-in-face action.
Do you think they think about what they eat before?
Okay, because there's shows off the L now, I see half of the performers go into Criff Dogs, and I'm like, oh no, honey.
No, definitely not before the show.
It's that, or they go to Vanessa's, which is wow, that's basically you're doing a shoot.
Yeah.
Of farting on
yeah. Those are gassy foods in Brooklyn for sure.
And do you just have to act through that? That if someone farts on you, you just be oh, I'm gonna just it's a pain face. I'm just making a pain face. But you're afterwards, don't know. Never again.
I feel like there's like 100% stories from like the territories of where like somebody was like, George the Anvil like really farted on people to really fuck with them during serious promos.
I want to know.
Like that had to have happened.
We know a lot of wrestlers at this point. Hey, wrestlers, tweet us who's the fartiest wrestler you know.
Oh, give us the gassiest boys.
Or girls.
Or non-binary pals.
Oh, yeah, everybody farts.
Yeah.
Some of them in the ring. Which is not to say I don't think that I witnessed a fart during this match.
I bet you did.
You witnessed a fart during the show.
I mean, that's the more broadly. And
I'm not even talking about the booking.
But in terms of this match, I think that they both executed better than I could have hoped.
Totally. I loved it. I have no complaints.
All of the women's booking, I don't know how you guys feel about this, is always like, this is so good in spite of everything that they're working with.
Truly.
Truly.
Yeah.
Becky is the ultimate example of that.
Totally. I mean, that's the whole story, is that they just kept giving her shit, and then eventually she was like, I will be good.
Yeah.
And she does still win this match. Which
like clean, right? There was no shenanigans.
Yeah, no.
This entire night was, hey, by the way, we're in Canada, and fuck Canada.
There was a lot,
really funny.
It weirdly felt like the whole night was booked around the fact that it was in Canada, and I was like, does this matter? Like, why do we care? Like, I don't know why.
I feel like for big shows like that, like the look, like, okay, yeah.
Like, bringing Trish back was also because she's Canadian, and I didn't even know she was Canadian.
Extreme Rules, I would assume most of the arena is, like, Canadian or whatever. But for, like, the big guys, like SummerSlam and Mania and all like that, I assume a lot of the audience has traveled in for it.
Right.
Maybe less so for this because they have to have a passport. And, like, wrestling fans don't always have their shit together.
True.
But you never know.
Was it just a Republican thing that, like, we want to shit on people who have good health care and weed?
That's not part of it.
I think you might be right, yeah.
Like, it just felt like, oh, fuck Canada. They have everything you want except good wrestlers. Like, I don't, like, that's like,
and, like,
we had to defeat
some of the
them.
best wrestlers on this show were from Canada.
Oh,
yeah.
No, correct. But it did feel like the booking was like, oh, Canada, you don't want to be like them. And I'm like, if I could run away right now to you, if any Canadian wants to marry me, I'm down.
Well,
Not any Canadian.
Any Norwegians out there, I'm very cute.
There is a general rule in wrestling that you lose in your hometown. It's not like it's like an unofficial rule. So like it's
but
like
it helps
meant to
put you over as like the babyface
right.
apparel.
Exactly.
And then that way, because wrestling is so traditionally shittily booked, I feel that it's like, oh wow, they won in their hometown.
Right.
They must be really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Moving on.
Becky won, and we wish her the best.
It's not going to work out because Sasha's back, but we'll talk about that
I'm
later.
excited for how they handle her denouement. I think her tantrums and her denouement are going to be really fun if she does them right. And if she does them wrong, it's because she hangs out with Seth.
Second match that we watched is Ricochet versus AJ Styles. We do have to talk about the looks because Accident Report has much to say.
I've been assaulted by straight men on Twitter for days now.
Oh, same. About what?
Specifically because I said the outfit looked like a bad superhero cosplay, and then I had probably literally hundreds of people explaining to me who Nightwing is. I fucking know who Nightwing is.
You have a wrestling show on YouTube. I assume you know who fucking Nightwing is.
I'm also a fucking nerd. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I wasn't gonna be rude.
No, it's fine. It's just like, I've read the books. I know the stuff. Stop it. Stop it.
Welcome to being a woman in the world.
I'm a woman in the world. And it's bad, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't know that before I recorded this. So
you know, you've learned something. I've learned something. Sorry about gender.
Listen, I am too. There's so many other, like, I'm lucky in with some regards to gender, but like others not so much.
Sure.
It's basically how I feel about it.
Anyway, this outfit fucking sucked.
Yeah. Not great.
So I saw you getting upset about people calling it fetish gear.
Go on.
And I will say this. It's not but if you sweat in something enough, it can become fetish gear.
Sure.
And that was like, he was a very like wet man.
Anything can become fetish gear if you're creepy enough.
Yeah.
So
This is true.
I guess it could be fetish gear, but it was explicitly not like
No, it was him
designed to be fetish gear.
doing a tribute to the nerd shit that always fucking happens in NXT, and him trying to be like, see, there's other Johnny Garganos in the world.
It was so fucking badly made and uncomfortable looking.
You could tell that he was really passionate about it because of that, though.
Ugh.
I will say,
Like, what a dweeb. Trevor, I can beat you up. No, I can't.
even the announce table, who I was like, is Berica there right now, was like, why would he cover up those abs? The official announce table said it.
I hate agreeing with Corey when he makes a point.
It was the only
It's like
smart
when-
thing he said the whole night.
It's like when Trump does something funny. Like, I hate agreeing with Corey. But
Yeah.
he had a
I
point.
don't mind agreeing with Corey. I mind agreeing with Corey less now that he's bald. I feel like that helps.
What did you think of his?
fucking mean.
I don't mind that he's bald. I think it's an improvement.
What did you think of his shitty like lightning print blazer?
That's not narrowing down any pay-per-views he's on.
No.
No, I mean, I'm not going to condone anything else about his look. Just I think that he's better bald.
He was fucking terrible the whole night, by the way.
They really are having him lean into being like the Ben Shapiro of the commentary table.
Oh, like that is it, isn't it? Huh?
Yup.
Truly disgusting. Let's talk more about this bullshit Nightwing outfit though, because it made me so fucking angry. I previously thought Lacey's like bullshit burlesque green outfit was the worst thing I'd ever seen in wrestling, and this really beat it for me. Partially because there was just 8 billion textures on it. Why is there so much fucking happening on one fucking outfit?
Well, you see, Nightwing is tactical, and as Dick Grayson. I was actually gonna do more, but like I think all of my Batman information finally fell out of my butt, so you were saved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks to your butt.
Yeah. I guess
I'm a fake gamer girl, everybody.
I think that I hate this outfit less because I just sort of skipped past it and I didn't have to keep talking about it. The fact that you had to talk about it on the internet
Assaulted.
probably ingrained it more as the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
Definitely.
I
But
don't
like, do you remember the hoodie vest with grommets all over it?
I mean, I'm
That
just
looked
saying,
better.
No.
I don't associate this outfit with personal trauma like you do.
I need help.
Eric, I love your aversion to Googling literally anything.
I'll just ask Twitter. I use Twitter like Google. It's fun.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you do that after a while, like, sometimes you wind up reaping what you sow.
It's
and I
true.
think this is the lesson that's to be learned. from
Digital
this.
karma, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
What
happened on Raw, Eric, every week?
Yeah, just someone tell me.
I'm in an airport. Can you tell someone
Just
tell me
tell
about
me.
the TV?
Here's what happened on SummerSlam, is that this match had maybe 2 good moments. The first one is that, okay, Anderson and Gallows came out, which should never happen. We should keep them backstage. But if you are going to bring them out, you should let Ricochet literally walk across them to take AJ Styles down.
That was cool as shit. I
Yeah.
really like that.
was fucking awesome.
Mario platforming.
The match should have literally ended after that moment.
Agreed.
No, this match, the thing is that, like, AJ is one of those people who, like, and I think you probably agree with me on this, it's so annoying how good he is because he's so obviously,
don't
like,
agree.
a shithead.
I don't even think he's that good.
But that's the thing is that it's all of his matches are, like, structured like, hey, you were in New Japan, so this goes long for a while. But then they just have it end.
It's true. Yeah, there isn't the explosive Japanese strong style moment at the end.
No,
Ever.
no. And,
He
like,
did catch Ricochet out of the air, which was cool-ish.
The ending was cool, and I think if you have more chemistry with Anderson and Gallows than you do your actual competitor in the ring,
Yeah.
it's not
Yep.
great.
So yeah, this match should have been 1,000,000% shorter, but it wasn't. So we had to sit through a lot, but eventually AJ catches Ricochet and wins, and like, great for him.
Fuck Nightwing. We're moving on.
Next match. Next match for us is Bayley versus Ember Moon. We unfortunately have to talk about what Ember Moon is wearing.
There were soda like tabs hot glued to her. What is anyone doing?
When I first saw her look, from a distance, I had this thought like, oh, Ember pared down her look. She is getting better. And then I saw more and more things as the match went on that I was like, oh, it's just worse in different, subtler ways.
They just really need to lean in and make her full furry. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah, they gotta go Chris Wolf with her.
They gotta go full Sonic Fox.
Yeah.
I think is what it is. And like, you know, the furry thing is pretty fun and like she's doing I think the fact that she is a marker of any body diversity on the women's roster is like, well, ugh. But she's great. I really like her. The look, was anyone awake?
What?
When they put it together? Like, unfortunately, Ricochet was awake and had creative control on that look because he loved it. But
you know, now that I'm thinking about it, this is like almost just as bad as the Nightwing, just because it's like there was like duty on her. Like, what the fuck?
She deserves so much better. We love her so much.
I love her.
Like,
she's so cool.
Great.
Yeah.
And she's like probably one of the better people that in the whole division, the whole women's division.
And of course she's being buried, naturally.
Buried.
And I expect Bayley to not look great. Bayley's gonna have a stupid star in her face, another stupid star in her hair, and like
I love it at this point. I have like full irony poisoning when it comes to Bayley, and I'm like, oh, you're dressed like a limited too. Great job.
Yeah, we've
Get
just
money, honey. I fucking love it.
lulled into acceptance. But like Ember Moon, they change it every time. And so it's like it's a fresh hell.
I think
each entrance.
we could really salvage this if they did any intergender and she could be the one to take down Bray Wyatt.
Bayley or Ember?
Ember.
Oh, I didn't even know I needed that, but I need it.
You've changed my whole life by telling me that. I'll never be satisfied.
Give me the book, Vince. Thank you.
It'll never happen, but it should.
Especially not to he wouldn't give the book to a woman. Are you
No,
kidding me?
no.
Insane thought. The other outfit note that I have for this match is that when the ref walked out, I noticed that he had like a seriously great ass. Which is two important facts. One, hard to show that through a pleated pant. And two, the fact that I was focused on that means that this match was terrible.
Oh, I thought it was good.
I was
Can you
not
show me the
interested.
ass?
I think you're just horny.
No, I don't. It's not like I was like, oh my god, this ref is hot. I was just like, I was grasping for anything to look at because I didn't think this was that exciting.
I thought it was
grasping
really. What did
for
you think
anything
of?
to look at. I just want to know the ass now.
I'll find I'm not gonna pull it up on my phone right now. No one wants to watch that.
We'll get a screenshot.
Please.
What did you think of the actual match?
I think I was playing a game on my phone.
Well, there's your answer. Moving on. We're turning the camera back on because we actually had more to say about this.
I have one more thing to say, which is that I think all of the women's matches on this card were better. So in terms of like the women's matches, didn't do the most for me. But if you weigh it against like a lot of the other shit, it was good. I think you're right in that regard. It's just that like it was at a certain point on the card where I'm always like, oh, I have to pee.
It's
and
true.
I think that was the problem.
And the crowd was tired.
The crowd was really tired,
Yeah.
and they all had to pee.
Yeah.
So.
And there was no story.
There was no story.
Yeah, you got a point.
There's just like those characters don't have a history, and they like there was nothing building.
Yeah, Bayley wins, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think
matter.
they should really build it as like two unpopular girls on the playground beefing over like who's the more like unpopular and original one.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
I
Nobody
know.
cares. All right, we're gonna bring it down to Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. I am unpopular on this couch because I don't really care for Kevin Owens, and everyone else seems to really like him.
Oh, I love him. A man with tattoos that bad, who's willing to show them off publicly, has such low self-esteem that you're always in charge.
That's one measure on which to grade him. Sure, I will say.
Put that on a throw pillow and sell it.
Yeah.
I would do so well at Marshall's.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing is that they put him against not just Shane McMahon, but Shane McMahon paired with Elias, which is like the recipe to make me hate someone.
Oh, yeah. So, like, as an unfortunately most of the time straight woman, I have some sort of weird Stockholm syndrome, like, affection for Elias.
Oh, no.
In that, like, Elias to me is not a guy that you guys have to, like, talk to and be like, this guy's talking to me.
True, I never talked to Elias.
To me, like, Elias is a guy I've known forever, and now I'm like, well, you know, he never drugged anybody.
Oh. You sure about that, though?
For the most part, yeah. It's, I don't know, there's something about Elias that truly makes me laugh in terms of, like, oh my God, this guy fucking sucks, but he's living sincerely, and in 2019, that's sometimes all you can ask for.
I'll take irony, thanks.
Here's the thing about this match. It is the wrong time, given all of their recent bad publicity, for the WWE to put forth a storyline in which they are setting up arbitrary rules to be unfair to their workers. Like, that's just not the story we should be doubling down on right now.
The only problem with what you're saying is that that's not specific enough for any time in WWE's history.
Also true.
Good point.
Yeah.
Also true.
I felt weird about, like, the whole thing of, like, we're supposed to be on Kevin Owens' side because WWE is bad. And I was like, wait, what? Like,
We're not. Is this a shoot?
Yeah, what's going on?
I
Like-
will say this, is that, like, I felt so much kinship with Kevin that I was fully emotionally moved at a point in the match where I forget what he does, whether he hits somebody with a chair or he hits Elias, and he just starts screaming wordlessly.
Oh.
And that, to me, is like doing a primordial scream.
Yeah, she's spiraling.
It's therapy, and I understand it.
Yeah.
And it's me. And I have to, like, basically, I was looking in a mirror at that point.
Well,
of
I
Kevin just being like, ah!
I think
I feel you, baby! Oh my God! Life sucks!
there is some kind of, like, cathartic pleasure of, like, destroying your boss. Like,
Exactly!
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like, we've all had to deal with, like, the boss's dipshit offspring, and not even the one he likes the most.
Yeah.
Just the one he wants to see the least.
True.
Ugh!
You're not wrong. I just didn't care about anything that happened and was not paying attention to the wrestling.
It was okay. So, like, we've sort of talked about this on my show before about how, like, wrestling is like this ultimate proletarian thing where, like, you, the worker, just want to unwind after your day of, like, being held down by the man. And in that sense, this is, like, the most classic of stories of all time.
True.
Fuck my boss, I'm going to get away with punching him in the balls. Oh my God, that's so relatable. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Yes, I just wish
I'm normal.
If you're gonna bring Shane McMahon out during a pay-per-view, I want him to jump off of a higher thing each time.
I want him to have a stroke live.
Not if he has a stroke midair, great. But I want him to have he needs to be like an eagle plummeting from the sky during sex. Like, I want it to be
What?
Eagles
Eagles fuck in the air.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it happen? It's fucking weird.
No,
I
in
grew up
what
in the
world would I be
mountains.
watching Eagle? Where do you think
grew
I
up
go
in
on the
mountains.
weekends?
I
How
don't
did you even know this?
Eagles meet in midair and they like fuck as they plummet to the ground.
What?
And that's how
Yeah.
I assume Shane McMahon has sex.
Were you not home during, like, the fun sections of biology and, like, earth science? Or
Home?
were you at home sick that day?
I was probably watching The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Oh
so-
my God, no. Eagles are fucking freaks. Eagles are wearing the Ricochet gear and saying it's fucking sex shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That apparently Shane McMahon and Ricochet need to fuck.
In the air?
Just like as they like jump out of a plane on the way down, just make it happen.
Wasn't Shane McMahon in a weird plane crash?
I don't know.
Shane McMahon is Buddy Holly.
The point. I don't know. Here's the thing. Shane McMahon lost this match, and he's not getting laid. Next up, Charlotte versus Trish Stratus. Outfits first, obviously. Charlotte's
We've
cape
seen it.
doesn't match her. Charlotte's cape doesn't match her body stuff.
Oh, I didn't even mind.
Oh, I definitely did. You have some peacock shit underneath and a baby pink on top. Like, those two don't go together.
I feel like if Charlotte gets the booking she gets, should have a coat of every color. She should be Jesus Christ Superstar.
I think that she has a lot of stuff, but at this point she's just mixing and matching. Like, that pink one probably matches a pink outfit that goes underneath it.
She has pink gear that it matches for sure.
This is just like, it felt like either one of them got lost on the trip there in her luggage, or she just packed the wrong thing. It's just like, it's a mismatch.
I literally didn't even notice.
Oh, it was all I could think about.
I'm kind of glad that they've gone very listen, Charlotte is so good at looking fucked up and fucking up her makeup. Always lose an eyelash. It really ups the whole fucking thing. But like, I kind of enjoy that they have gone away with it and they've only given her lash extensions. Because she's just so pretty, and she's also getting banged out properly, so she has joy in her face.
That's true. What?
She has fillers in her face too.
That's what it. Jordan didn't believe me.
You are straight.
Oh. No.
No.
No,
Okay.
you
Whole brand new-
maintain
Quiet.
those.
You have to be quiet now.
You maintain the fillers, and sometimes you tweak them, and sometimes you're Olivia Wilde and you blame potatoes or whatever it was she did when she got Botox in her jaw. Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Her whole mouth was new.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not here to judge.
No, she looked incredible.
No, it's a good mouth.
Yeah, but it's new.
There's a whole...
She got rid of her mole.
Natty had a new mouth too.
Yeah,
she had a
there
new
was-
mouth, but it's a good mouth. It was
Trish
just
also had a new mouth.
new. Trish, in certain angles on this, looked like a little like Camille from Real Housewives.
Don't watch
Which
it,
one
don't
is
know.
she?
She's Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife who has IBS.
Yes, I can picture her.
Yes. They have a similar nose.
Yes, they do.
Went to a similar
You're
surgeon.
right. Yeah.
Trish
They had a
looks-
similar nose done.
Trish looks better.
I have to take issue with Trish's nude illusion cutout.
Very bad.
I'm so glad. Like, the second I saw it, I was like, we're all going to agree on some terrible gear.
It's too big. The color is wrong. It's placed poorly. Like, there's a way to do that nude illusion cutout, and that was 100% not
At
it.
least put in like a fake thong line.
Yeah, whale-tailed.
Yeah. Or okay, so I watched this match twice, and it took me until the second viewing to understand what was going on with the back of her gear. Because initially I was like, why did they give her a flap like she's a child in a Christmas movie? And then I realized it was a tower from Toronto, and I said, oh my God, what the fuck?
I didn't catch that, but you're right.
It looked like she was in a Christmas Story, and her
Yes.
butt was about to fall out, and they enhanced that with the butt outs.
It was...
She's so good looking.
She's so beautiful.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, her hair's great.
So great.
Great.
She has
Although
FabFitFun influencer hair, and it is perfect for a woman at her stage in life. I love you,
You could
Trish.
see the clip-ins at the end of the match, though. You could see the beret that attached it to her skull. And I wasn't mad about it because she...
It could sell me any subscription box.
Yeah, what is, like, where do I buy them? Fine, great. Like,
Give me Rock's box, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, she's very much giving me that, like, I tested 8 drugstore foundations. These are the ones that worked for me. I felt it. I also want to give Charlotte a lot of credit. Like, I think they are both excellent wrestlers, but Charlotte sold for Trish really hard.
You could tell that she admires her because of that.
Yeah,
Totally.
I felt so much because Charlotte is a giantess and Trish is not, and so it would have been very easy for her to not be thrown around the ring because that doesn't make sense because Kristen Chenoweth can't destroy her like that. But then she did it. She went for it.
Can you imagine Kristen Chenoweth as a wrestler?
I watched it last night. Trish Stratus is that person.
who has more plastic surgery?
The question is, who's taken more shots to the face? Kristen Chenoweth had a full light fall on her head. So, like, I feel like Kristen Chenoweth is weirdly as badass as Trish Stratus.
Oh, let's not go that far.
She made
technology on her
Wicked
head.
watchable.
Debatable.
It's not a very good show.
So I was impressed by how limber Trish was the whole time.
Oh, she's doing great.
She was really.
Do you think she's been going to DDP yoga?
Totally. They definitely like have barbecues on the weekend. Her and DDP.
Aw, that makes me really happy.
Yeah, big
I hope
time.
they can sell a subscription box together too.
Yeah, like one of those Omaha order steaks
Oh,
situations.
those ones crack me up so much because like the marketing is so very much for men. It is interesting that at this point last year I was like, I'm sick of Charlotte winning everything, and it's a marker of like my internal sexism, I think, or maybe just how I'm like, you go girl. That now that she's dating somebody I find cool, I'm like, Charlotte should win everything. She's great.
And she did win this one.
Yes, I thought this match was good actually.
Yeah, I wish her and
I
Andrade
forgot
the
to
best.
say that I forgot this match was good, but I really liked this match.
There you go. Moving on to Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt as The Fiend. I guess we'll talk about Finn's outfit first because, oh, Finny. Love him in white. Love him in white.
He looked good, a little diapery, but like, you know, what are you gonna do?
He's obviously going for like, hey, I have a dick. He needs to put a stripe on the front. Do some contour.
Yeah.
A la Zack Sabre Jr.
Huh.
I don't know. I feel like at this point I would have less detail about his dick if it was literally in my mouth. Like, I can...
Tell me more.
I just think that I have so much visual information about his penis. And I'm not mad about it, but like, I wouldn't see as much of it if it was just like balls on my chin. Like, that's how much information I have about his dick right now.
Do you want more?
I mean, if it involves me blowing him, maybe.
I want that for you, and I love that for you.
I love that for him. You're welcome. You're welcome. But we do have to talk about The Fiend. So I'm going to start with the good. The lantern of his own head was amazing.
Very smart.
Bray Wyatt is 2 for 2 on properly taking fun stuff from HBO shows and putting it in the WWE because he's clearly into Los Spookies.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet. I hear it's fun.
Oh, it's really good. But there's a running gag on Los Spookies where a character has a model of their own head.
Oh.
Not unlike that Gucci runway show.
Yes. Yes.
Or Jared Leto at the Met Ball.
I think taken from the Gucci stuff.
Oh. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it happened.
Interestingly, I saw somewhere today that they've been editing that out in the replays of it.
His head?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the only good part.
It was so good.
Too graphic, I guess.
Maybe in like rules for decency
TV,
in other
yeah,
countries.
It could be.
But it was
genuinely weird.
It was good. It was weird. I think we all know he's fucking the lantern.
Oh.
Do we have to know that? Is it possible to not know that?
The mouth is open.
There's a lantern in it with a flame.
He's a little weirdo.
Also, I don't know why you would cut it because it's clearly not a real head because it's his own head, which he still has on. Like,
I was glad that this match was as short as it was because he couldn't see at all.
The mask is not great.
The mask is garbage. It looks like fucking trash. I do not understand how they like hyped up this like reinvented character for so long only to like have him debut with a shitty Joker mask.
I hope he has licensing on the mask.
Oh, they're already selling it.
Yeah, but I hope he has licensing rights.
Oh.
For Halloween, because like he has another kid now and he's gonna have to pay for it. So get that money, Bray, and give it to the baby.
It's just sucky that like he had like a creative thing he was doing with this children's story, and then they just put him back into like a worse version of his old self.
It was the circus gear made no fucking sense. I don't know why he's children's host / circus Joker. It was like I appreciated how hard it must have been to wrestle in that mask with sclera lenses, but like
he could not see at all.
No fucking way. It was trash.
Also,
if they build it right, this can be good.
It could be.
Because clearly the demon is going to transfer from Bray to Finn, and we're going to see a weird makeup change.
Well, see, that's the thing that I don't get is that Finn should not be afraid. Finn is the wrong person to be afraid of this character because Finn is possessed by the devil on the regular.
Which they just like barely mentioned.
Like, Finn shouldn't be scared of demons.
Yeah, it seems like such obvious story building. And also, the bit of the demon should be that he doesn't know when it's going to happen.
Sure.
Do not ever announce the demon. Have him randomly fucking show up on SmackDown as like a freak out, and then it'll be really good.
Right.
But they don't give me the book. So.
No. It's just none of it really was working for me. I don't really get any of it. Like, you've lost the fun part of it, and now it's just like low budget haunted house bullshit.
This was all bad. It was all bad.
Enjoyed it more than you did, I think, but I also agree with your criticisms, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's fine.
It's enjoyable, and also on a show that was like kind of fucking boring, this was at least like, well, there's something different.
Yeah, true. And I mean, it made sense that Bray won, I guess.
Oh, no, he had to win,
He
and
had
he had to
to.
win, and it should have been even more of a squash.
Probably.
I think there's discourse over him like breaking Finn's neck, but like, is it a cool way to do it? Yeah.
It didn't make sense as a wrestling move even a little bit, but
Also,
like,
a man who cannot see should not be doing that.
good point.
Holy fucking shit, we still don't have Hiromu back.
Yeah.
And our final match is Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. I never liked to talk about Brock Lesnar's appearance, but
He looks like an old ham.
his tits have gotten so wet and round and smooth. Do you guys remember?
It's because he's
how
back on the juice because he's not fighting real fighting right now. They got very low when he was off the stuff, and they have risen again. Like, Jesus.
No, they're like,
After
do you remember
the 3
how
days.
smooth Cody Rhodes' butt is? That's what Seth's tits, it's just,
Do you think he goes to the same filler person?
yeah,
as
it's just
all
like,
the women? He
if
just
you went to a
gets fillers and then
children's
titty?
like party and took 2 balloons and dipped them in silicone lube, that's how smooth these are. Like, if that glass-blowing reality show got really homoerotic, that's how smooth.
I don't.
I'm impressed.
Like,
you're
if there were
willing.
gumballs that came in testicle flavor, that's just what it is.
Your
Did you write
willingness
these down?
to look into the abyss of Brock's tits is like, you've seen death and you've stared it down.
I could nap between them.
No,
I wouldn't
don't.
want to.
Don't.
That sounds like a really hard pillow.
I would drown in there. Ugh. I don't think it's probably that hard. I think it feels like pudding with that weird skin on top.
I'm getting queasy.
Anyway, he wrestled.
He actually was awake. I'll give
There
him
was
that.
it was a real wrestling match
Yeah,
instead
no,
of like
when-
a Brock Lesnar.
I think
actually
we all
wrestled.
agree on this. When Brock is awake, he's decent.
Decent. I'll go with decent. He like can put he could do the moves. I've never seen a match that was like there was at most 4 moves the whole time. And
That's
it was-
every Brock match.
yeah, but it was
The
like
fact that we got to 4 is a miracle of like
but
life.
Seth didn't even get to more than like Brock did 2 moves and Seth did 2 moves. Like it was
Yeah.
We got to 4.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, we did get to pick Seth up by his bindings.
that was fun.
That was
We
fun.
had to spin him around a little bit.
I like the black on black sort of camo print of Seth's outfit. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
It was fine. I mean,
I just want to see him suffer more, but he suffers so spitty.
True. It is remarkable that the crowd was really fucking sick of Seth before this started, and we're fully behind him by the end of it.
I think that is
good.
a marker of his talent, but I think it's also that no one in WWE seems to be willing to take the hint that the common denominator is not Roman or Seth or anything like that. It's that it's Brock, and we're
I hate the idea that people would like him, but it's apparently a thing that you're all just about Brock Lesnar.
This is why I can't ever work for a presidential campaign, because people are about Brock Lesnar, and I don't understand that.
It's true. But the other common denominator that I feel like is also that people like good wrestling. And WWE just forgets that all the time, so they book all these insane fucking stories.
Yeah.
We'd all just rather watch people wrestle and be cool.
Give me something fun.
Just show a guy beating a bigger guy sometimes by being good at the thing you're good at.
But that was this match.
Right, which never happens anymore.
I was really impressed that he went over clean, and
Totally.
It's sort of the same thing that worked in Kofi's favor during WrestleMania.
Right.
Which is that, like, oh, the booking is so bad that they really might not do this. I don't know about you guys. I was white-knuckling through that whole Mania match, but, like, I wasn't as invested in this because it's like, well, Seth's going to get a push anyway. They just might, oh, they did it differently.
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure he'll get it back. I'm sure he's going to lose it in the next, like, 2 months.
Probably.
But I guess they went interesting.
You know, Brock wanted to go eat some more mayo. He'll be back in a few months to beat whoever wins against Seth.
Do you think he even calls it like aioli, or it's just like mayo?
No, it's Hellman's.
No, it's full. Yeah, it's full of Jimmy John's mayo. But listen, it's great because now that he's gone, we know that like cicadas, he won't be back for a while.
We don't know that.
I don't know.
Oh, I just
climate
assumed-
change is happening. Cicadas are coming back quicker.
It's true.
God, climate change. Brock wakes up more frequently.
Ooh.
Well, here's hoping for a long hibernation. Seth beat him. He must be tired. Rachel, tell us about all of your things.
Oh my gosh, I have so many things. WrestleSplania, as of this recording, is currently on hiatus, but WrestleSplania 2 is coming. Also, if you care about gerrymandering and gerrymandering reform, guess what? The Supreme Court decision, that was never going to do shit anyway. I have a screening of a documentary about that topic at the University of Southern California, September 13th, and you can get tickets at a link I'm going to send Jordan to put in later here. It's going to be through the Arnold Schwarzenegger Institute. I can't believe they paid for a flight to us to go. It's great. They did a great job.
That's
Watch
a
it,
thing?
please. Yeah, that's a thing.
Cool.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
all
go.
about gerrymandering reform. My dad and I have been doing this for 2 fucking years.
No, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Institute.
Yeah, but we linked up with them. Oh, the documentary is called Line in the Street, and you can watch it on Vimeo and Amazon.
Cool.
Hit me up for more info on it if you want that.
What's your social media?
My social media is my Venmo is Rachel-Millman.
Yes.
My Twitter is Rachel Millman. And my Instagram is Rachel Millman. Don't add me on Facebook, please.
Great advice. I'd like to give a special shout out to Nick Radford, whose t-shirt I'm wearing. It's at Nick is Radford on all of the social media that I know him on. My social media is at Ariel Italic at all the places.
I don't have anything to add. I just hate Nightwing still.
Go to bed.